Hold on, I'm getting underway here. Just checking a couple things. There we go. Okay, we are underway. Let me make sure we have audio. We should have audio and we should be good to go. Sorry, everybody, for the delay. It's always busy till I get my act together. No, nobody is dying in the house. You just hear somebody hacking in the background. Sorry about that, everyone. I don't know if you heard that. All right, so we're going to start off as always with our joke of the week. What do you get when you mix an agnostic, a dyslexic, and an insomniac? Does anybody know the answer? We're going to go with that. Let that one cook for a minute. What do you get when you mix a dyslexic, an agnostic, and an insomniac? Somebody tell me. How's it sound, by the way? Can you hear me? And I'm moving all kind of stuff around here. Hi, Dustin. Happy birthday. Okay, so there was my joke. Our shout-outs for the week are our Yellow Tier Big Dog winner was Gary French, and the finalist was Bob Sayers. From what I understand, it came down to it was Hill, and it came down to who made the 8. Susan, Alex is not feeling better yet. That's why I am still in the meeting. She has a lingering cold, and it's kicking her butt. All right, so in general news, we have a bunch of things to talk about today. So in general news, this is the last week of spring 2023 session. The standings are very tight as always, and it's coming down to the last week. As the divisions are completed, we will be doing the wild card draws. Remember, to be eligible for the wild card draw, you must be paid up and have had no more than 5 forfeits during the session. Now, remember, to be eligible for playoffs, all players need 6 matches in the spring session, and to be eligible for the World Pool Qualifier, you need 10 matches lifetime, and summer session matches do not count. Tri-Cup matches do, but summer session matches do not. So that always trips everyone up. And also, if you have not gotten your rosters in, for new teams or roster changes, get them in now. Alex will be building new divisions in the next... She'll be beginning to build new divisions within the next few days. Yeah, Donna, Alex has had... I've been coughing for several weeks myself, and I'm over it. We did COVID tests. We know we don't have COVID, so we're good with that. But it is what it is. So, I don't know if you guys saw... By the way, nobody answered my joke yet. What do you get when you mix an agnostic, a dyslexic, and an insomniac? What's the riddle? Somebody give me the answer. So in the Blue Mountain APA members community, I put up a post where somebody proposed that we do a new bracket for the World Pool Qualifier. The way this bracket works is there's 16 teams in the bracket and 2 will qualify for the World Pool Qualifier. At this point in time, it's single elimination with 8 teams in a bracket and 1 qualifies. It gets done in one day. You come in, boom, it's over, and whoever wins, wins. Well, one of the players had commented that they think they work all year and they think it should be double elimination. So they sent in a bracket, and here's how it works. It's the first round of 16 is single elimination. And then after that, the remaining 8 will go in a double elimination bracket with 2 winners. There's no finals because whoever gets to the hot seat wins, and whoever wins the winner's side wins. So you have 2 qualifiers out of 16 teams. The problem with this bracket, and somebody feel free to comment, the problem with this bracket is that... Way to go, Stephanie. You got it. Somebody who stays up all night wondering if there is a dog. I saw the Dog Fathers yesterday, and that reminded me of that joke. So at any rate, the first half, there will be 16 of the teams will be playing Friday night, and then half of those will be done. Then the other 8 will come back the remaining 8 will come back in at 2 o'clock on Saturday. 16 teams will be starting on Saturday morning, and 8 of those will go home, and then the remaining 16 will be the remaining 8. This is 2 simultaneous 16 team brackets at the same time. Sorry, it's a little complicated, but then after that, it's double elimination. So basically, what's going to happen is you could play Saturday night. Half of you are going to have to play Friday night. Then you're going to have to play Saturday afternoon. You have to play twice on Saturday, and then if you don't lose the 2 matches on Saturday, then you're coming back Sunday. So if you win a match on Saturday, you're coming back Sunday, and then you could be there for all 3 rounds on Sunday. So you could play. You're going to play a total of 6 rounds possibly. That's the catch. Sure, you get 2 chances to win, but now you have to spend the entire weekend there. And that doesn't always work for everybody. And in the past, we've done single elimination, and everybody likes that. But I'm just bringing this forward as the other player suggested. And it is posted in the members community, and there's a vote up for it. And unless it's like way overwhelming, we are going to stay with single elimination. However, if the entire league says they want to go with the long, extended, drawn-out bracket, that's up to them. So, Susan, you may have to start. Oh, I see. For all the brackets, the first round is 9 a.m. Now, if you pick a day where you don't have to, if you're there on a day other than Saturday, then you don't have to worry about the 2 p.m. Saturday. Dustin prefers a one-day tournament, although it seems interesting being double elimination. It does seem interesting, but I think it's a long weekend, and most of our players do not want to have to find a babysitter all weekend and so on. However, on the other hand, some people feel that that they should get more opportunity. So that's why I put this out, because a member suggested it. I got it approved by the APA, and the APA is also wondering to hear what your guys' opinion is. I mean, for me, I have no feeling on it. It just means I have to work Friday night, which is no problem. I work Friday night anyway. But we're going to keep an eye on it. At this point in time, the double elimination doesn't seem popular enough to make the switch as it goes. So, if you have not gotten your rosters in for new teams or roster changes, get them in now. Alex is built. Oh, yeah, I said this already. But yeah, so if you're changing a host location, if you're changing players, and don't send them to me. There's a form on the app that you can go to for your new team or your amendments, or you can email apabluemtn@yahoo.com. But I think you guys should know by now that, like, if you tell me anything, you might as well tell it to your pool stick. I'm getting better at taking notes, but people, like somebody told me yesterday that they're switching host locations, and I've had so much going on that I don't even remember who it was. So now somebody's not going to get their new host location because they thought telling me would be enough. Don't tell me anything. That goes right along with whenever somebody starts a statement with Walter said, you know it's not true. So our rule reminder for the week is altering the course of a moving cue ball. Anytime you alter the path of a moving cue ball, it is a foul. Even if you accidentally bump an object ball, and it bumps another object ball, and then it bumps another object ball, and then it bumps another object ball, and then the cue ball runs into it, that's a foul. Remember, the cue ball is always live, and anytime it's touched or moved other than when stroking at it or placing the cue ball during ball in hand, a foul may be called. Furthermore, if you are placing the cue ball in a ball in hand situation and it touches another ball, or any part of your hand or arm touches another ball while you are placing the cue ball, that is a foul. And to extend onto that, if you have a long piece of clothing on your on the arm that is placing a cue ball and it touches another ball, that is also a foul. Cue ball is very fussy that way. We had in the finals for the World Pool Qualifier a handful of years ago, Brenda Miller was placing a cue ball with ball in hand, and she had a long bracelet on it to touch another ball, and the other team captain called a foul on it, and unfortunately we had to stick to that. Nobody has any feelings on the bracket? Or do I just not have that many viewers? Let me look. Got 18 is. Let me just double check the other comments. Yep, I'm not seeing it. All right, so no one has too many feelings on the bracket. That's out this week. That's information that is interesting. So it's letter H under fouls. And it says altering the course of a moving cue ball, including a double hit. Okay? So that is that rule. Dustin says he sent me a text and then an email. Yeah, you're definitely smarter sending it somewhere else. Some of us would have to take off multiple days of work to do an all-weekend event. I believe that, Susan. That's one of the reasons why it's been single elimination. We think as a whole the league prefers single elimination, but I'm still putting it out there. I appreciate that, Jimmy. I think that you have the sentiment of most of the league, but we are it's just out there. And don't be like the government. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So our etiquette, going back to the ball in hand. I mean, going back to the altering the course of the moving cue ball. So there was a situation where somebody did that. They didn't realize it was a foul, and then after that, there was quite a big discussion. Our etiquette is rules are rules. Don't argue over them. If somebody tells you that something is a foul or whatever, and you don't think it's a foul or whatever, make them prove it. There's a handful of yous at every match. Somebody can pull the rules up on their phone, off the app, and find the rule. And if you can't do that, call us, and we will tell you where it is, and we will tell you what the rule is. And then once there's a ruling, just accept it and move on. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're not. So in player news this week, it really pains me to tell you that I have gotten word that Ed McCann has passed away, which is a complete shock to us. We were not expecting that. I just talked to Ed not very long ago. So please keep Ed's family and friends in your prayers. Ed will definitely be missed. He was a really, really good dude. And he was a really good shot, too. I mean, that's not important in my opinion, but as a person, he was a quality person. So we are very sorry to see that Ed has passed away. And also, please keep the family of those who perished in the West Reading candy factory accident. I don't think anybody played for us, but I'm sure that some of our players know some of those people. So please keep those families in your prayers. And that's basically it for the meeting, other than to wish a happy birthday to Sean O'Donnell, Michael Schmay, Chuck Stahl, and Dustin Starr. And we appreciate your comments. And thank you, Stephanie, for answering my riddle. Once again, if you missed the riddle, what do you get when you mix an agnostic, a dyslexic, and an insomniac? A person who stays up all night wondering if there is a dog. All right, everybody. That's all I have for you for this week. Remember, we put out a newsletter every week. I hope I'm not spending all my time hunting and pecking and typing these out for nothing. I hope that somebody reads it. And that's it. Have a great day, everyone. Talk to you soon. Good luck with the last week of session. And that's it. Take care.